front door but could not get in, calling for the fire department's help.
Between them making contact and when we arrived on the scene, that apartment was fully engulfed in flames.
Many residents woken up by police banging on their doors to evacuate, some barely able to grab shoes and clothes.
Very sad morning, I tell you. I don't think I can. Can I eat all day? Because that is horrible thing I never see in my life.
Testing. We found 78-year-old Mary Martin and her husband, 79-year-old Richard Martin, inside their apartment. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. The fire department says those living in the building could be displaced for some time.
I look back, well, I could have grabbed this cat, but I'm just glad that we got out in time, seeing how big that flame actually got, how close it was to actually getting our unit. I'm just glad we got out.
The Red Cross is helping those like Jackson until they're able to return home.
Now, investigators are still working to learn a little bit more about that original 911 call. The caller told dispatchers they heard some people shouting, so the police department was the ones that were dispatched in response to that disturbance. However, it's unclear at this point if that yelling those neighbors heard were actually the cries for help coming from that elderly couple. We're live in St. Charles tonight. Caroline Hecker, First Alert 4.
Some breaking news coming from Jefferson City. Governor Mike Parson in the last few minutes here announcing he is sending National Guardsmen and Highway Patrol troopers to Texas as migrants continue coming into the United States.
To get us some more information on this, let's send you over to First Alert 4's David Amilani following that breaking news tonight. David.
So here's the number, 200 National Guard members, also 22 Highway Patrol troopers. This move comes as Missouri has already sent around 250 National Guardsmen to the border. Governor Parson is also one of the multiple Republican governors who recently visited the border, supporting fellow Republican Governor Greg Abbott. The Texas governor has been boldly going against federal laws. Governor Parson is selling his orders as a way to protect the Show Me State. One St. Louis representative is calling the move a political stunt. We're working now to have more for you on this night at 6 o'clock. Our Missouri Capitol Bureau Chief is at the governor's presser right now. He will break down what may follow. David Amilani, First Alert 4.
All right, David, thank you. More developing news tonight. Two adults are now charged with murder in the Kansas City Chiefs rally shooting. Downtown Miller and Lyndon Mays remain hospitalized this hour from the rally melee. The Jackson County prosecutor says the men were the ones that had a disagreement, and Miller's gun is the one that killed Lisa Lopez Galvin. Two underage teens are also still being charged in this shooting.
St. Louis Public Schools continues losing students. As with all urban districts in America, the tax funding is hurting, and there's not a lot more money to pay teachers more. Those messages, along with warnings of prioritizing charter over public schools, are just some of the messages being delivered to Jefferson City lawmakers today.
It's very important because we are the people actually living through the experience instead of the people who are
Peace forever and always, and welcome to another spontaneous, hopefully short version of what we call the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, the host of this program. And wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your soul brother. Number one, I just wanted to talk a little bit and experiment to see if I can simulcast off of these channels. So right now, I am simulcasting on YouTube, Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry YouTube channel, Angel Snub 7 YouTube channel, and Realities Temple on Earth YouTube channel. All at the same time. It's sort of odd. I'm looking at 3. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Especially when you're simulcasting on channels that you're really not supposed to be able to do, because you're supposed to have at least 1,000 subscribers to broadcast. Where there's a will, there's a way. Folks always find a way to get over. Woo! Man. So soul brothers and sisters, the black man and woman don't learn nothing. We don't learn nothing. We find one way, and we stick to it. Even though it's not working, we stick to it. Now, somebody decided, to hell with YouTube talking about you got to have 1,000 subscribers to go live. So somebody out there said, we're going to come up with a way where we can go live. The hell with YouTube and having 1,000 subscribers. Somebody put their brain to work. We don't use our brain. The black man and woman don't use our brain. We want to sound. We want to sound like we're using our brain. Like the brother that was with us yesterday, Brother Jesus or Brother Jesus, or how you want to call himself. Want to sound smart. And that's all right to sound smart. What does sounding smart produce? Because I'm very sure the person who developed a way to get around, and this is not the first app, because there was another app and YouTube found a way to shut it down. So somebody came up with a new app to get around YouTube's garbage. But that's how it is. Your brain is developed to solve problems. We don't use our brain. We want to use the brain of some leader. The Honorable Marcus Garvey, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, the Honorable Tariq Nasheed, Tahaka Bey. We want somebody else to do our thinking for us. You're never going to get nowhere like that. Because what if they cannot solve the problem that you need solved? It's too many things out here. It's too many problems for one person to try to solve and concentrate on. This is why I feel as though humanity could be further in their technology if it was not for racism and sexism and all these damn isms and getting drunk and acting stupid. Humanity would be further out there because you would have more people whose minds would be more clear, more people that could concentrate on our problems and finding solutions to those problems. Who knows how many people that's a crackhead, had they not been on crack, had they not been using drugs or be a drunk, who knows what they might have come up with or thought about to solve one of our problems to make our lives better. We hinder ourselves. We keep ourselves from progressing when we don't use our brain. And so this is why so many people don't understand us, those who come here and listen to these words, because we're trying our best to use our brain. And one of the main problems is, how can we overcome these obstacles that's keeping us from our rise? And the main obstacles are these outdated, archaic teachings and these beliefs that we don't want to let go. So you cannot progress. I just wanted to bring an analogy or an example to give us a reason. I mean, you can be You can be whatever you want. You can be a gumball machine if you want to. You can be Tweety Bird if you want to. You can be whatever you want to. I have no problem with that. That's your prerogative. However, whenever we adopt something or an identity and it looks weird, don't get angry because people look at you weird. You talk about, I'm Tweety Bird. Where your beak at? Where your yellow feathers at? You don't look like Tweety Bird. But you want to be Tweety Bird, so be it. So here we are, going on 500 years in the only place we ever been. We've never been nowhere else. We're not an immigrant. The original breeding stock were brought here. We're not them. None of us came off no boat. None of us was a slave. We're not immigrants. Our origin and our beginning is right here. And there's no evidence, no other proof that you can show. If you can, please come here and show us when you was a slave and they had you on a ship and they brought your ass here from somewhere in Africa or wherever the hell you want to try to claim. Or you some kind of Native American. Show us when you was that. The original breeding stock was that. We're not that. We're 400 years after the fact. And whenever you begin to mix somebody up and change them, they're no longer what they was 400 years ago. We see that in plastic animals that we grow. You can go on YouTube and just research and look up what a gallon of milk looked in 1950 and what a gallon of milk look like now. Things change. We're not them. We talk about they stole our language, our culture. We never had it. We never had that language. We never had that culture. We're not them. The original breeding stock, the original people that kicked it off, they could make those claims. We cannot say, we never had no original language. We never had, the only thing we ever known was the King's English. That's all we ever known. You never had no other language. If we had any of these different things, they could not stop in secret. We would pass this down from generation to generation. You cannot pass down from generation to generation what you never had. And what's so sad, even the things that we know, that we develop, we don't even pass that down. So what do you expect from people that was under oppression? It was against the law for them to teach their children, show them children things that Massa say you cannot have. I'm not going to get angry because you call yourself a Hebrew Israelite. I'm not going to get angry because you call yourself a Muslim. I'm not going to get angry, whatever you want to call yourself. But at the same time, don't get angry when somebody question that because you don't look like that. Where you get that from? Because a name and an identity describes who and what you're supposed to be. If you talk about an apple, you don't expect to see an orange. If you talk about a mop, you don't expect to see a dishwashing handle. If you're talking about a Mercedes, you don't expect to see a Pinto. But this is what we do. In ignorance. if that's what you are, you should be able to easily prove it. You cannot do it. It's what you believe. And belief does not require facts. Belief does not require logic. It does not require common sense. It does not require no. So you can call yourself and do whatever the hell you please. But I want to give an example or an analogy of what you look like in the eyes of the world. We look crazy. Being an African, we look crazy running around here being the Muslims and Hebrew Israelites and Kemetic and all this stuff. We look crazy. Let me give you an example. Now, I know. I don't have to guess. I don't have to believe. I don't have to get the research. I don't have to get the information. I don't have to go through all that. I know I'm from the state of Mississippi. Half my childhood in the state of Mississippi. I was born during Jim Crow era. I know. I don't have to believe. I don't have to do no research. I'm not lost. They didn't steal the knowledge. I know this. I know. Okay, so I come from Mississippi. It's been years. I passed through Mississippi as a truck driver. Still, I have relatives there, have friends that's there in Mississippi. I actually live there. We keep talking all this stuff about Africa and Israelites and all this other stuff. You ain't never lived in these places. You have no relatives. Okay, but look, I know these things. I know that I'm from the state of Mississippi. So I get in my car and let's go to Mississippi. Y'all ready? Let's go. Going through Missouri. Going through Arkansas. Getting ready to cross the Mississippi border. In Mississippi, y'all. Getting low on gas. Need to get me some gas. All right, we at the gas station. Woo! The motherland. My birthplace. I'm in Mississippi, y'all. I'm in this great state of Mississippi. I was born here. I know. I don't have to guess. I know. The great state of Mississippi. Okay, so I'm going to the gas station. And I'm going to tell the people, Lord, I'm so happy. I'm back in Mississippi. I was born in Mississippi. I'm a Mississippi man. I'm glad to be home. Mississippi, Lord and Lord, I'm home in Mississippi. What you think the people in the gas station gonna do? Do you think the people in the gas station gonna say, welcome home, brother? Glad you back home to Mississippi. People gonna look at me like I'm crazy as hell. What the hell? Who gives a damn? So now I'm getting ready to pay for my gas. Tell the clerk, I was born here in the state of Mississippi. I was born here and raised here, and my great-great-grandfather and people was here, and blah. And the clerk, what you think the clerk gonna do? The clerk gonna look at me. That's nice. Yeah. You know they're gonna try to be nice to you. This guy crazy as hell. I'm in Mississippi. I turned to somebody else in the store. Hey, it's been a long time. I haven't been to Mississippi in 30 years. Hey, I haven't been to Mississippi in 30 years, y'all. I'm back home. This is where I was born. Yeah, I'm in Mississippi. Now, some people will be nice. I'm glad you're back. Some people will say, I'm glad that you're back. You gonna come back to stay? But the majority of people gonna look at you like you crazy. They're like, so what? I'm gonna go to the Capitol. I'm gonna go to Jackson, Mississippi. I'm gonna go to the Capitol and talk to the mayor. I'm gonna tell the mayor, I'm back in Mississippi. This is my birthplace. What you think? What kind of treatment you think I'm gonna get? I go to Jackson, Mississippi to the Capitol. I want to talk to the mayor. I just want to hug the mayor. I'm so happy to be back in Mississippi. What do you think the mayor is gonna do? I was born here. Excuse me, sir. Do you have an appointment to see the mayor? No, I just want to tell the mayor. I want to tell the people I'm so happy to be back. I was born in Mississippi. Yeah, okay, that's nice. We glad that your folks gonna treat you nice. Look at you crazy as hell. Then this is my birthplace. I love Mississippi. This is where I come from. I should have never left. This is where I need to be at. Mississippi. This is how you think the people are gonna respond. They're gonna look at me like I'm crazy, and you are. You are a nutcase. You are out of your damn mind. So now I know. I don't believe. I don't have to talk about, well, you know, my people came off the slave ships and I don't have to go through all that. I was born in the state of Mississippi. They don't care. They're going to say, that's nice. Sir, you owe $49.95 for the gas you just bought. Oh, but I'm from the state of Mississippi. I was born here. That's nice, sir. You owe $49.95 for your gas that you just bought in Mississippi. Who cares? They don't give a damn. They don't care. So now, here you are. You speculate because you have no real proof. You speculate and you believe. And you might be sincere in your belief. I'm an African. Now, I'm going to Mississippi. I'm going to a specific place that I know. Here you are. I'm an African. I'm proud to be an African. And you just try to find you a spot on the continent. And you go. But you ain't never been there before. You a tourist. So you go there. And they will treat you, some of them, because you have money, they will treat you a certain way. They're big brother. And some of them are programmed like you are. My American lost brother. My American lost brother. Oh, I love you, brother. They will do that to you. Because a lot of them are programmed like you because you brought that to them. They did not develop that. They learned that mindset from you. It didn't come from them. So, you go over there and you tell them, I'm so happy to be in the motherland. Oh, the motherland, I'm so good to be back home. How is it your home? I can actually go to the place where I was birthed in Mississippi. You call Africa your home. Well, go to your home. You're on the continent. Well, go to your home. Go to your home. You can't. And you go and tell these people, I'm your long lost kidnapped African brother and all this kind of good stuff. They look at you just like the people in Mississippi will look at me. That's nice. and you go to their restaurants, you go to the street market and get you some food. Oh, Maybelline. There goes some tofu. Let's try that tofu. How much is that tofu? Oh, my brother, tofu is blah, blah, blah. The tofu. That's what they would do. I feel like I'm back. You ain't never ate no African food. What is the tofu? Well, my brother, the tofu is goat and some spice you never heard about and some carrots. You heard of carrots. It's a bunch of stuff that you really don't know nothing about. And you taste it, you really don't like it, but I come from Africa. I'm happy to get used to eating African food. And they look at you like you crazy. Because they know that you're not an African. They know that this is not you. And they will talk to you and they will humor you. And when it's all said and done, the tofu is $5 in American money. They humor you and they humor us in our ignorance. And some of you put on these clothes and you go to Israel. What the hell you doing here? I'm here. This is where my people come from, Israel or whatever. You ain't never been there. You don't know nothing about that stuff at all. And they humor us in our ignorance. But this is what we look like in the eyes of the world. We look stupid because it's not us. And we think that we're being smart, we're being intelligent, like we found something. That's not you. So if I went to Mississippi and I know I was born in Mississippi, they're not gonna treat me special. I'm not gonna get any special privileges because I was born in Mississippi. You go to Africa and call yourself African, they ain't gonna treat you special. Ain't nothing special about you. So what? So what's the sense of wrapping yourself up around an identity? There's no benefit. Like, so what? That's why I say, what's wrong with being yourself? Be yourself. Accept your own and be yourself. I'm not a Muslim, not an African, not a Hebrew Israelite, not none of those different things. If you want to continue to look like this in the eyes of the world, that's your business. They will humor you. Now some of those African people will tell you, you white man. They will tell you in your face, you're a white man. But then there are those who will exploit you in your ignorance. Hey, how you doing, my American brother? You want to go see where your ancestors was held up and got on a boat and came to America? They sell you a tourist. Nothing but a tourist. They go with the lie because they can make money off of you. And everybody makes money off you. You buy these costumes or whatever, so they can make money off of you because it's not you. Some of us just don't know no better. But then there are those who want to do better and they recognize what I'm saying is right and don't want to look foolish like that anymore. But that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted. I wanted to make the video short. I didn't want to spend a long time. I just wanted to get that off my chest because that's how we look in the eyes of the world. We're not that. So you will spend a lot of time trying to explain how you are that. I don't have to worry about it. You do. Trying to explain that you are an apple, trying to show that you really are orange. I don't have to go through all that. You want to go through all that stress? You want to go through all those type of problems? That's your business. Good luck. But don't get angry at people. Don't get upset with people when they call you out on your ignorance. You was ignorant, but now you've listened to the real truth. And there's no excuse for you to continue to be like that and continue to embarrass yourself in the eyes of the world. Thank you for listening. Jot down your comments, all that type of good stuff. And hey, this is pretty cool. We'll catch you on the flip. As our ancestor Don Cornelius used to always say as a party, we wish you love, peace, and so we are 45,000.